In the middle of nowhere, and probably out of time itself, a bunch of weird kids are getting together with one purpose: to figure out the definitive timeline of Jeff the Killer. If you're all about that, come join them in the border of Slumber, USA.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome to the border of Slumber, USA, the podcast for the fans of that French guy in that creepypasta. You know the one I'm talking about. He's awesome.
Just as incomprehensible as you.
Oh,
Oh, God.
thank you. Oh, the salt. Anyways, this episode is kind of special because...
But you know what? You're not as ugly as Jeff the Killer.
That's true.
I mean, that's not a hard thing to be, but I'm thankful for...
Accept my praise.
So this episode is gonna be a special episode. Unlike last time that we said that we were gonna read short stories, and we ended up doing a 50-minute or something episode. This time we're actually gonna read short stories. We're gonna read more than one.
Yes.
And our great archivist and ventriloquist and voice actor and general great person, Bexy, found some Jeff-related stories that doesn't sound like intentional jokes in our personal Trollbuster archive .neocities.org. And we're gonna start with like one of the ugliest, just looking at it. It's fucking ugly as shit, but it's super short, so it's a great way to start. And we're gonna do it, the story is my findings about Jeff the Killer. It's formatted in a sort of list of days, so I think we're gonna do it one day at a time, okay? So, last time I read a fucking lot, so Bexy, please, if you want to start.
Alright, here we go. My findings about Jeff the Killer. Day 1. So far, I know who is out
What?
there.
Wait,
I saw him
already.
in my window.
Already.
Who? It's HW.
So far,
HW.
I know HW.
He's out there.
Hulk Hogan.
Yes.
I know HW is out there. I saw him in my window once. It scared the crap out of me. Ellipses. And for a while now, I have been sleeping with a gun under my pillow.
All together. ...
And
it's one word.
Yes. I know he has been watching me too.
My God.
My name
God
is
damn it.
Kayla Rogers, spelled wildly weird. And I read S. Tory B, and he put my name on there. I am afraid Jeff killed that guy, and now he will kill me.
Okay, we need to wait. Just I know this is a very short story, but we have to, for the people that's not following by clicking on the links we're leaving down there. Oh my God! Like this story is. Also, you can see by the way she's pronouncing stuff that everything is fucking misspelled. But also there's
It's all lowercase.
It's
too.
all lowercase, and there's also the longest fucking ellipses ever. We're not talking like the shortest one is.
Yeah, the shortest one is 4.
The shortest one is 4 dots, and the longest one is 5 times that. It's like 20 dot ellipses, and it's all over the story. There's ellipses all over. Like this is me talking with all these breaks.
Wait, is this a diary? Why is she writing all the ellipses in the diary?
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I think
I don't know.
I think the author is going for the fake audio format, like it's a transcript, Captain's log.
Captain's log number 5782.
Captain's log.
Still couldn't find Jeff. I swear I saw him murder
Captain's
someone.
log, Slumber, Maine.
Captain
Slumberman.
Christian Winston here.
Captain's
Captain's log. Stop trying to troll me.
Captain's log. I just killed the captain.
Jeff!
Yeah,
God damn
free.
it, Jeff.
Okay,
I just heard a noise in my attic, so I'm going to write tomorrow. I think he is here. If I don't write tomorrow, you will know why.
Also, tomorrow is super weirdly spelled. It's like tomorrow. It's like if I went to exalt like enhance the means pronunciation. Okay, day 2. It was a raccoon in my attic last night. It scared me, but I think he put it there.
Jeff the Killer, speaker of animals.
The animal whisperer.
The animal.
He's a beast tamer.
I mean, he is a
The
fish.
fish, he can commute with the creatures.
He's like Aquaman.
He's like Aquaman, but he can communicate with every
I
animal.
mean, he got superpowers already. Why not that one?
Communicate with raccoons.
Okay.
He also speaks for the trees.
He is the Lorax.
Oh my god, I'm gonna headbutt this microphone one day. No, I think I'm just crazy. Well, good first guess. But I know he's watching last night. Was staring through my window. So I closed my bins. However,
My blinds. Did you say my
it's like my blinds. It's like I never use that word, so it's my blinds.
Blinds. Yeah.
I thought you said I closed my beans. I'm like, what the fuck does it say?
Ugh.
I closed my
I
beans.
closed my beans. Later, I heard noises upstairs, and it was terrifying from loading. Then I saw a shadow at the end of the hallway, so I got.
Was it Shadow the Hedgehog?
No,
Maria.
because that would be actually cool. No, so I got my dog and locked my bedroom door. There is a banging downstairs. My parents arrived early. So I'm going to stop.
Uh-oh.
So I'm going to stop writing. Oh no, she's then. It's writing then.
She is writing down the ellipses.
She's fucking writing the ellipses. She or he, I don't know. Kayla is like a girl name, I guess.
Yeah, Kayla Rogers.
So-
A girl's name, apparently.
She's writing all these fucking ellipses then. But I haven't figured it out. That he shows no mercy because he killed my kittens and my cat. I'll write tomorrow. Every single time it's misspelling tomorrow the same way.
Day 3. I haven't slept in days, and I'm becoming very tired. I die? No, that's what he wants. He wants me to fall asleep, so it would be easier for him to kill me. But I will not go to sleep. I have figured out that he likes to say that. Go to sleep! It's weird, but he says it.
It's weird, but he says
Like
it.
she just
No, it's not. Yeah, it says it.
Oh no, I know it's Jeff the Killer that's following me, and like seconds later, like he's saying that first sentence all the time. Like is that like his catchphrase or something? Like
I like that it's weird, but he says
It's
it.
weird.
Like,
It's
like,
weird.
like the author knows it's stupid.
yeah, sometimes the authors are kind of self-aware, but not self-aware
Self-aware.
enough.
Yeah. And I have figured out that he has been staying in my attic. He will stay there until I die.
With his best friend, Rocket Raccoon.
Which I'm not playing on it. It is late at night, and he is now banging again. Is he banging Jane? I will
He's
write
banging the raccoon.
Oh my god.
Now I freaking out. He killed Lily, my hamster. How many pets does this person have?
Just enough to
A
get
lot.
one kill every day.
He just needs to increase the kill count.
He is a sick person and he is crazy. I have found out that he likes to kill weak people first because he likes to save the best for last. And I have figured out that he is heartless and will pretend to like someone just to kill them. He is a sick
He is a sick.
thing or whatever he
Ah,
is.
come on!
I officially
You fucking coward! He's a sick fuck. Just say it. Be like JJ.
he is a sick
Please
thing.
be like JJ.
Yeah, please. No, JJ stole all the motherfuckers from the other stories. Now no one can swear.
Yes. What a shame we're never gonna have a fuck again.
Never gonna fuck again.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna fuck again.
I never fuck Drake. I never fuck Wayne.
I never fuck Jeff. I never fuck Jane.
Yes.
I officially hate him, and all he stands for If he ever thinks about killing me, I'll be ready. I like that she officially hates him after.
Yeah, she murdered all.
Not after he killed her kittens and cat, but only after the hamster dies. I'll be ready. I'll write tomorrow. I'm very afraid, but it'll be fine.
Day 5. I'm so tired. It has been 6 days. No, you fucking liar. Day 5.
Hello, how do you forget?
Jesus Christ, the author can't even count. Okay. I'm so tired. It has been 6 days since I have slept, and I know I'm going to die. But before I go, I know a secret.
Hello, I'm Jeff. Yes, I'm real. And the next person I'm coming for is Kaylee. Anyone with that name. Oh, and I did it again. I watched her head roll across the keyboard. Very funny. So, Kaylee, you're next.
So
I like how it's just like I'll kill anyone that's named Kaylee. That's.
I know what you did at DragonCon.
Oh no!
This is what you forget for turning me down at the prom.
Kaylee, you dumb bitch.
Kaylee, you fucking thought. You slut.
You thought?
This story is like, funnily enough, this could be like one of those that we could put anywhere, to be honest, because it's just.
Yeah.
But it has to be after, the first story, of course.
Well, obviously,
I mean,
yeah,
of
it's
course,
a prequel.
We have no fucking clue, to be honest. It could be anything. So I let it.
Just put it like, just like.
Hello, I'm Jeff. Yes, I'm real.
Of course you are, boy. My boy.
No
of course you are.
shit. I was just like, I'm coming for Kaylee. Anyone with that name, just anyone, as long as they're named Kaylee.
He likes to switch it up. He's like, next month I'm killing everybody named Greg.
And then after that, I'll kill everyone named Susan.
Gonna put in too much on my plate.
Next week I'm gonna kill anybody wearing Crocs.
Jesus. Well, yes, okay.
Oh my
Timeline-wise, this fits anywhere, so let's go on to the next story that's titled Jeff versus Jane versus Slenderman.
Jeff versus Jane versus Slenderman, featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series.
New funky mode.
Jeff versus Jane versus Slenderman, Dawn of Injustice.
and Knuckles.
In a dark morgue, grim and depressing, went on a slow, nervous conversation.
So,
The mortician said to the police investigator grimly.
they said it's him again.
The officer...
Grimly is actually the name of the police investigator.
Yes, investigator grimly on the scene. The officer looked to the two bodies warily.
Warily.
What?
Warily.
Warriorly. Waluigi. They...
Wario-ly.
The two bodies were Wario and Waluigi.
He pulled out a motorcycle.
They were a young couple.
Wario and Waluigi.
Apparently going out for a hike in the now torched and desolate
Oh.
woods. What?
Oh my god, it is!
Oh, is this
It's the sequel.
after
Oh my god, it
the
is!
Jeff versus Slenderman?
Yes, I mean, so for the audience, we have not covered yet that story, but like we already heard a lot of stories, so we have like an idea of where some stories will already be before reading them in the show. And spoilers, but in the end of Jeff versus Slenderman, passed off them on 9 out of 10.
Oh my god, yeah.
At the end, a forest got burned down.
Why the fuck is this couple going into a hike through like a torched, desolate woods?
So now I have to take in consideration, please let us not forget it. When we read Jeff versus Slenderman, that couple is still Wario and Waluigi.
Yeah, we gotta put a pin in that. It could be a killer for all we know.
Please, audience, if we forget, you have the right to punch me if we forget.
The autopsy concluded results so shocking that the coroner had his lunch jump back into his throat. The couple were apparently eviscerated, their organs hanging out by the time the cop...
Wait, his
Nah.
lunch jumped back into his
Like he-
throat like he threw up and then it came back.
It's like, well, I can't let this good food go to waste. He just starts eating it.
It's like I'm imagining like a sandwich with legs that was sewing up to check the scene of the crime, and after having a walk, he jumped back into the mouth.
Officer Big Mac, you're on the scene.
Officer Grimly Big Mac. It's Grimace. Officer is Grimace.
Their organs hanging out by the time cops had seen them. His eyes stared blankly at them, never once blinking.
No doubt about it. Jeff is back.
Coming soon.
How did you speak in all caps lock there, officer?
I don't know, I just did.
Janice had just gotten off of work at a local hair salon. Her and her colleagues decided to go out for a few drinks. After all, it was 5 o'clock somewhere, right? She stumbled slightly down the road to her apartment, her mind slightly buzzed from one too many shots of whiskey with her friends.
Edgy.
Suddenly, a loud crash of trash cans startled her back into sobriety.
I
it's
wish
okay.
it were that easy.
She looked on cautiously as she saw the perpetrator stalk slowly out of the shadows. It was a large black tabby cat strolling down. How the fuck? Wait, how does a black tabby cat exist?
I don't know.
Black, like, it's black, but it has darker stripes. Whoa.
Oh, shit, that's what tabby means. I thought it was like fat. No, it's like
No. It's a really fat cat.
it's like a black striped black cat. Like that's so fucking dumb.
It's a black cat, but the stripes are Vanta black.
Yes. Banta cat.
Oh my god.
Strolling down the road, directly past her, she stifled a laugh at herself for getting all worked up over a dumb cat. As she began walking, I like that this creepypasta has fake jump scares.
Yes.
Yes.
As she began walking, she heard a low chuckle. Hello? She asked.
Did she just become a woo?
She is now.
Do we do this in the...
God, no.
Are we doing this in every single episode? Like every time someone says hello, the first time we read it is always hello.
It's gonna be hello, yeah.
Yeah, it's not even intentional.
Is that
She
Jane's
looked around-
voice now? She's just like, do you woo? What's this?
She looked around anxiously, her feeling of fear coming back slowly. Is someone you? At that,
Oh, God.
the chuckles turned to full-blown laughter. She broke into a full sprint at the very sound of it, the tears of fear threatening to all.
Tears for fear.
Tears of fear, CD.
Tears of fear
Tears of fear.
threatening to all from her eyes.
Yeah, oh my god, that sentence.
However, before she could turn the corner to safety, she tripped, of course she did, and fell directly on her ankle. A sickening crack resounded right after impact. Someone, please! She was cut off. Has he heard stumbling footsteps coming toward her? She turned her head slowly to the one after her. He was a young man in his early 20s and had on a white hoodie and black dress pants on. The hoodie was stained red with what looked to be his own blood.
Jeff never fucking changes those
He's getting, like, it must smell so bad.
those clothes that we are aware that they should be burned alive with.
His own blood, and as the blood the innocence. Wait, sorry. The hoodie was stained red with what looked to be his own blood, and as blood the innocence as well.
Also, how can she tell?
A large gash was also apparent on his lower abdomen. His skin was unnaturally pale and almost white. His mouth ripped into a smile across his face. Oh, of course, I mean, his own blood, I mean, he will be bleeding and because he just came out of the fight versus Slenderman. Of course, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
this is literally
That's
like
true.
the most literal sequel of that story. To the point that it's taking like the same points of having a girl coming out of job and working in the night and breaking her ankle.
Yeah,
It's the same story again.
yeah, wasn't the other, didn't the other girl also come back from drinking with friends?
But the most horrific thing to this man, beside his ghoulish grin, were his eyes. Always with the fucking
Yeah,
eyes.
I know. It's always the fucking eyes.
It's always the fucking eyes.
My brand.
They were bordered in black, seemingly never blinking. He rasped out.
It's time to rip a smile. Wait, it's time to rip into a smile across his face.
Wait,
No,
oh
you're
wait,
fucking-
I'm reading it wrong.
No.
It's time to snap into a Slim Jim.
Oh yeah! It's time to go to sleep.
And with that 6-word sentence, glad you counted before dying, he pounced on the poor girl, blood pooling one again from the reopened wound. As he gutted the poor woman below him, like his own wound. Like, as he's stabbing a girl, he's just bleeding out.
He's just bleeding all over.
Oh, I'm getting killed, but it's such a mess. Oh, so gross. It's covered with his blood. So gross. Oh, I'm dying. What a way to die. As he gutted the poor woman below him, she tried to say,
Why?
but came out as a girl whisper, if you please. Thank you. He glared down at her, seemingly admiring his handiwork, and repeated those words once more.
Then perish.
Just go to sleep.
No sense to doing that again. Jeff limped down the empty streets of the newest town he lay west to. His lower abdomen was still raw and bleeding from his battle with the notorious Slenderman. Jeff had grown numb. I can feel you there, become so numb, so much more aware. To the feeling of intense pain that rippled and intensified as he walked. It was a
That's
subtle...
the intense pain intensified.
Oh yeah, intense pain intensified.
The tense pain slowly intensified slowly.
200% pain.
200% critical hit.
Yeah, he's like a Smash Brothers character.
Yes. He's losing all his stocks. It was a subtle sting to him now. Small stinging. Yes, I know. Reminding him that he had something to focus on. Revenge. Yes. The feeling of vengeance, pain, and his own insanity was the only thing.
Jeff the Killer, Spirit of Vengeance.
Oh, is that what the new Ghost Rider movie?
Yes.
It's not gonna star Nicolas Cage. It's gonna star Jeffrey Woods as.
Well, this is the second time we've made a Nicolas Cage joke.
Jesus Christ.
Can you guys tell when we record an episode back to back? Isn't that fun?
Yeah, oh my god, I just wanted to avoid that. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, Jess. The feeling of vengeance, pain, and his own insanity was the only thing on his shattered mind. But first, he will need to spill some more blood. Why? He walked along the sidewalk past the bar.
Because that's his turn on.
Yeah, it's his turn on his... That and raccoons!
Is that what the intense feeling is? It's just his boner.
I mean,
after he
of
kills
course, we
people.
clarified...
It's a strange feeling.
It's a strange feeling. We all clarified his puberty.
But it's also his weird ass fetish for killing people. It's the only way he...
And raccoons, we clarified in the last story, raccoons.
Oh yeah, raccoons. Oh, is that why he has the dark circles under his eyes? He's also part of...
He's also a raccoon, he's all the animals at once.
Oh god.
Jeff the Killer is what would happen if God had a field day with every single animal. And subsequently he was discarded because he was a sin
Jeff
to
was a
everything
failed
that's ever
experiment.
was holy.
You see, he tried to drown him with the ark, but he just turned into a fish.
Yes!
Jeff the Killer is God.
Yes. He walked along the sidewalk, past the bar. This was the same bar he'd met another adversary, Jane the Killer. That single-handedly had caused him a living hell. Wait, is this story assuming that Jeff and Jane met in a fucking bar?
Yes.
Was one crazy night.
It was he didn't use protection.
Like, let's consider the fact that this Jeff went hunting for some babes to a bar and found Jane, and they have a night of passion, and they regret it. And it's like, oh,
And that's
Oh,
why they're
right,
trying
right.
to kill each
like
other.
they both know they have like weird genitalia, and they want to kill the other because they won't want anyone to know
Jesus Christ. Yeah, the real
the
story.
real story.
The
Knives,
super real story.
knives, anger, vengeance.
He really is just Ghost Rider.
The feeling, that weird tingly feeling.
That weird tugging sensation in his pants.
No, it was truly strong.
The fragmented memories kept replying in Jeff's mind as he remembered the last battle with her.
Flying and just...
Showed you my dick, please respond.
Meanwhile, a sound of the clacking of footsteps on concrete was just behind him.
Slenderman was wearing high heels.
Strike a pose.
Slendrina. He noticed it after a minute and looked out his bloodied blade, his eyes glaring at the darkness in front of them.
Who's there?
Jeff growled. His question was responded with a long machete flung just a few inches from his head, small pieces of hair falling to the ground. Is this just an anime?
I was about to say that's just such an anime move.
Yes, I mean, we clarified that Jeff the Killer is actually an anime. In every single story. I mean, look at the fan art.
That's true. He whirled around, careful of his wound, and met the attacker. It was Jane.
Hello, Jeff.
She said venomously.
Long time no see.
He looked at he and grinned wider than usual. His mind once again dominated by the feeling.
Hooked on a feeling.
Hello, Janie. Just the bitch I wanted to kill.
And with that, they both lunged at each other. I was hoping that didn't start you doing some lunges. Jane was blocking the attacks and various slashes, while Jeff used what energy he had left to end her. The effect of blood loss and quickened movement was beginning to take its toll. Still, Jeff was relentless. He lashed out at her, aiming at her chest.
Oh, Jane,
He screeched.
have a heart.
Jane dodged it easily and taunted back.
Oh, you're fucking hilarious. You should have been a fucking comedian.
They were each unaware how deep into the remnants of the woods they were going into, but a vacant and derelict onlooker watched contently from afar, a static-like voice that could be heard whispering. I want to do the voice of Slenderman.
Let the hunt begin.
Oh no!
Oh my god. He-Man!
Nice, Slenderman.
He-Man!
I'll get
Slenderman and the Masters of the Universe.
I'll get you next time, Jeff. Next time.
Oh my god, well, that was the end. Super it's like fucking cliffhanger.
Yeah, Jane never versed Slenderman.
And Slenderman never versed Jeff in the story.
No, because he versed him in the prequel.
That's true.
Let the hunt begin.
Yeah, yeah. Good luck with that edit.
That has to be like so I now need to be the voice of Slenderman whenever he talks, just so we can have Slendertor or whatever we're gonna call him.
Slendertor.
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 Skeleman.
We forgot we had credits for this one. This story was by Mothy, Mothy, I guess. But it's a lowercase o, so it's like match of the hecking year. Mothy 013. That's the. It's also like the way it's formatted. I can see that this was a creepypasta wiki user, so I guess this was really serious story. No doubt about it. After this thing, I don't know how long we've been going, but we're gonna do a third one, and this one.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we have stories for days.
Ugh.
I mean, like we could be doing 3 stories per episode and still have a lot of episodes to do, but then will be too much for us. Anyway, the next story from an anonymous author is Jeff's Return. Not Jeff is back. This is Jeff's Return. No apostrophe also. It's like Jeff's.
Yeah. Who is this?
Who's this? Who's Jeff's? I think I'm gonna start reading this one. It was Christmas Eve. This was a Christmas story. We should have saved this one for the Christmas special. Darn it. Well, too late already. I was having a great night with my family. We were all talking about past events that had happened and so forth. My uncle was saying some racist shit.
We were all talking about past events that had happened and past events that didn't happen.
After about 4 hours, my parents went outside to have a smoke. I went with them so that we could talk some more. But then a familiar noise hit my ears. Ow, my ears.
Ah!
It was the sound of someone laughing. It sounded very happy, almost ecstatic, but at the same time, slightly crazy.
How do you know all this?
I mean, so really smart dude. Like, it's a dude that can talk with his family about events that did and did not happen. Of course, this person has like an universal vision of the whole cosmos.
Oh yes,
and
of
timeline.
course.
I mean, this is Doctor Strange. I saw a figure going on the street. It looked familiar.
Going on the street like he was pissing on the street.
He was having a leak, and he was wearing a grey hoodie, and it had mated dark black hair. Wait, funny.
So this isn't Jeff.
This isn't Jeff because the hoodie is grey, not white.
This is a Jeff wannabe.
This is Jeff's. This is Jeff's.
This is Jeff's, the Jeff wannabe.
Mom. Oh wait, this is Doctor Strange. Mom. I'm trying to do a Cumberbatch voice. Mom,
Okay.
remember that story I told you about the kid named Jeff who went crazy?
Yeah, baby, I remember.
My mother said. That looks like him, Mom.
Jordan, don't be silly. Jeff doesn't exist.
Like I gotta be honest, I have no idea how Benedict Cumberbatch actually sounds, but I'm gonna make it up.
I can tell.
Like how the fuck does that man sound? I really like because of dubbing in Spain. Like I don't actually know what his voice in English is.
It's just very deep and British. That's all it
It's
is.
it's just very deep. Okay, so I'm gonna read like that. I guess the
Okay.
figure. Okay. I guess the figure heard me because it turned and looked directly at me. He was still peeing, and my fears were true.
Oh no!
I could see. My fish is true. He had an enormous fish cock. He took off his.
Yeah, he's actually like a shark. He has 2 dicks.
Oh, mama. He took off his hood to reveal his face. The face that belonged to Jeff himself.
Jeff.
He stole Jeff's face. No, it was someone else. Like,
Oh, no!
We already clarified. I wasn't scared at the moment because I was actually concerned for his health. He's gonna catch gonorrhea in that fucking corner. I yelled at him. Jeff, come to me. I can help you out, buddy.
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 Hey, Jeff. Hey, Jeff, old buddy, old pal.
Oh, yeah, full buddy, old pal. Let me get you a cup of hot cocoa.
Please stop peeing.
Please stop peeing. Stop peeing in that gonorrhea colony. I said in a gentle, calming tone. Yes, definitely it was Benedict Cumberbatch's voice. I fucking nailed it again because I'm the fucking boss. He ran to the deck and knocked me over. Jeff is very slim and scrawny, so I was able to easily push him off.
Well,
Jeff,
Jeff-
I just...
No, see, Jeff's is very slim and scrawny. We know that Jeff is jacked.
Jeff is fucking muscular as heck. This is Jeff's. This is... Like, are we gonna have to add like a fucking tangent on this story?
Jeffs.
Like, this is gonna be fucking horrible because we know like we have now there's 2 Jeffs, I guess. No, I mean this is gonna be I mean, any excuse to make something non-canon, it will be great. But
Yeah.
the point of this podcast is make it everything
So
canon.
Jeff-
So we gotta find a way.
The reason that Jeff's hoodie is now gray is that he was washing his clothes for the first time in like a decade, and there was like a black sock in the wall.
Okay. Jeff, I just wanna help, I yelled. He began to laugh and kicked me in the chest, breaking one of my ribs. Jesus hell. He climbed on top of me and sliced a clean cut through my face. Oh no, my beautiful British face. This infuriated me. I put him back down, but I get up again. Knocked the knife out of his hand and grabbed it. This is your last chance, buddy. I don't want to do this.
What's up, What's up, bro? Hey, buddy.
What's that? Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy, Paul. Hey,
Hey,
Yeah.
chum.
hey, Tom. I'm so's the skeleton. Come on, buddy. Like, You don't want to have bath time.
Alright, sport, put the knife down.
I said in a very angry tone.
You won't dare kill me, you are like me. You think about me on a daily basis, don't you?
Jeff said in a crazy tone. I didn't speak a word, for what Jeff said was true. I always think about the boy.
Oh no!
Oh, goody good.
I always think about the boy.
I always think about the boy.
My boy!
My boy, our golden boy. I constantly am afraid of who he will kill next. Jeff, Jane will be here soon, buddy. What's buddy all time,
We're
buddy?
not friends!
I said as I spat out blood that fell into my mouth from my cut.
Jordan, be careful!
My mother screamed. At this, Jeff looked at my mother and went after her. My mother avoided his blows and slapped him across the face. Yes, best mother ever. Jesus, that's... You don't fucking talk like that! Jeff punched my mother and broke her nose. Ah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That's the last straw, Jeff. You can't hurt me if you want, but as soon as you hurt my family, that's when I get mad. I said angrily.
Angrily.
I was angry. Angry. For my rage was more than I had ever felt before. Oh my god, we're getting some fucking wrestling. I put Jeff into a headlock, kicked him between his legs, and when he went down, I smashed his head in the corner of a beam that was holding the deck up.
Jesus!
Dad, get your pistol! Come on, come on, man, don't use a pistol. The referee can disqualify you if you use a foreign weapon.
He just comes into the fucking ring and pulls out a gun.
Just fucking pin him. Classic 1, 2, 3. Don't fucking play nasty. Jesus Christ, anyone.
No, see, the dad is the ref, and when he pulls the trigger, it's like when they start a race and they fire the gun, but this time it's when the wrestling match is over.
Yes. Well, what kind of fucking wrestling match have you been watching?
It's America. Everybody has guns.
Well, that's true. I yelled to my father, who was bandaging my mother's nose.
You think that would stop me? Don't you get it? I'll never die!
Okay, Jeff said in a very angry growl of a voice. My father broke me his pistol and put the barrel of it in Jeff's mouth.
Jesus Christ!
The fuck?
You had all the chances in the world, Jeff, and you blew it. I yelled at him. At this, he started crying pitifully and begged me not to kill him.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, that's out of character. Jeff can't fucking...
See, it's not Jeff, it's a kid cosplaying as Jeff.
Someone,
that's why,
someone dressed as
he
Jeff.
just happened to have a gray hoodie. That's the best he could do.
his eyes are.
Yeah, I mean, like, Jeff can't cry. He has no fucking...
He doesn't have eyelids.
He doesn't have eyelids or lacrimas. He can't fucking cry.
His eyes are dried up.
I won't kill you if you promise not to ever come back here again. I yell.
I'm sorry! I don't want to die!
Jeff cried out. I couldn't believe this. Someone as twisted as Jeff still had... See, this is not Jeff. It's someone as twisted as Jeff. Someone as twisted as Jeff still had some emotion left inside of him. When he said these words, I took the gun away.
Why? Just fucking blow his brains out.
No, dude, come on. We have a podcast to make. Please don't cut it up short. As I did this, Jeff grabbed me by the throat. Oh fuck. My father saw him and picked Jeff up and threw him on the ground hard. Rock bottom! It's fucking wrestling again. I pulled the trigger of the gun. I landed a shot in Jeff's arm. He fell to the ground. I went after him, but somehow in the fight he got his knife back.
It's a spontaneous knife.
Somehow.
Suddenly, a knife.
You know how like that one JoJo character, his power is he can summon a gun to just appear in his hand. But that's Jeff with a knife.
Yes. He got a stand, of course.
He's got unlimited knives in
What-
his inventory.
When I got on top of him, he sank the knife into my stomach. I passed out and woke up in the hospital 6 weeks later.
I think you would be dead.
I mean, really, it's kind of hard for there's a 50% chance of a protagonist surviving a stab in the stomach. Like, we're seeing it, like, some kids die and some kids don't.
Yeah.
Actually, let's be honest,
Some
after all...
kids die and some kids don't is really just the creepypasta motto.
Some kids die, some kids don't. I could really care less.
Yes. No, but really, if you think about it, like, after all the stories that there are about people that survive Jeff attacks, like, Jeff is a pretty shitty healer.
I passed out and woke up in the hospital 6 weeks later.
Mama, is Jeff dead?
Yes, baby. Daddy shot him in the chest 2 times. He won't be hurting you anymore.
These words made me cry. What?
My husband, oh no.
No.
No, my wife.
Our podcast.
Oh, is this just based on Apollo's life? He just started. I wanted to make a podcast based on.
God damn it, now what do I do?
I guess Slenderman.
It was so young. My podcast was only 4 episodes.
All I wanted was to help him out. But he didn't want help. The words I said were simply to scare him.
Baby, aren't you happy? Jeff's gone.
No, Mom, I'm not happy. I never wanted him dead. I wanted to help, but he forced my hand.
Jordy, calm down. You're gonna hurt yourself, baby.
Mom, can we go home now? I'm hungry.
I said weak. Wait a second, isn't he in the hospital?
Yeah, he's in the hospital.
Yes,
Stabbed in the stomach. What?
Yes,
This isn't a fucking daycare.
Can we go home now? I'm
Mama,
not feeling
please.
not feeling this whole hospital
Mom.
thing.
Mom, I don't
please,
feel
give
so
me the
good.
tendies.
Mom, I don't feel so good. Can I go home now?
Can we have tendies?
Can we have some chicken tendies?
My God, this is actually the worst episode. Anyway, we're so close to ending it.
Okay.
I went to bed, but I wanted to see my scar. I looked in the mirror and something terrified me. The scar I had was in the shape of a smile.
What?
And the gas
Wait,
on my face went from my mouth to the top of my cheek. Jeff wanted me to be like him. Senpai.
Senpai
noticed me.
He made me as beautiful.
Oh my God, this last line is super fucking dumb. I hope this calms your fears of Jeff. And I hope that you have respect for him now because he didn't know what he was doing.
You know, he murdered several people, but I hope you have some respect for the man. You know, he doesn't know what he's.
Well, we all know that his father killed Jeff's, not Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff's a
Yeah.
killer. Yeah.
The biggest issue with this story is, where the fuck do we fit this?
We don't. Like we have to, but we don't.
It's an alternate timeline.
No, but I mean, I don't want to delve into internet timeline
No,
so
no.
soon. I like the theory that he's not actually Jeff.
Yeah,
Like, he's Jeff's.
Jeff's.
he's someone as twisted as Jeff, but not Jeff.
Someone as twisted as Jeff, like
But not
that
Jeff.
that line and being able to cry
And the gray hair.
Yeah.
And getting
They could-
slapped by a mother.
he's slapped by a mother. Like, this is not Jeff. Like, I want to believe that this is not Jeff, and I'm okay with that, even though it's kind of
A Jeff the Killer
Yeah,
proxy.
oh my
God.
God. Oh my God. I mean, even though it's kind of a cop-out theory, I'm okay with it.
We all know Michael Myers kills Jeff.
Exactly, because we have a better story for him to die.
And then he comes back.
Like, we mentioned it in the...
Or he was wearing a bulletproof vest.
Always wearing a... Or he was wearing a belt. Like, I mean, let's be honest, it's fucking Jeff the Killer.
Yeah,
I don't
like,
think 2 bullets in the chest are enough to kill him.
He's like Jason Voorhees. He keeps coming back.
he's like, surprise.
I mean, that's the thing. But then why? Like, yes. You know where we could fit this in a very interesting way?
Maybe just put it like
Like,
because maybe he's not as heartless or something like that during his first couple of murders.
yes, I was thinking something like that. This is kind of the first kills.
Yeah, and then he just
Yeah,
becomes
you're right.
incredibly.
Because he
And then-
calls him the boy,
Like-
so that means he's still around like 13.
Yeah, and then he just becomes a murderer.
Also, like this kid, this other kid, he could be like a neighbor. He could be like someone from around that wasn't on that birthday party. Maybe he was.
From the nice neighborhood.
He's from the nice neighborhood.
He's in the house next to James.
Jordan from the house next to James. Makes sense. No, I mean, but it kind of makes sense, and it would establish some pretty interesting connotations. Maybe Jeff gets less human and more fucked up the more times he's killed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, with this theory, we can't just implement flawlessly every single time Jeff is killed in a story.
We know that Jeff took like the mental drugs in the hospital, which means he
With
can
the
probably
same-
dodge bullets.
Yes. He was like cellmates with a clock.
Oh yeah, we forgot to make a Clockwork reference in this episode.
Well, we already
And-
did, so yeah.
Oh, fuck my
Because
mouth.
Jeff's time is never up.
Jeff's time is never up. That could be the subtitle of this podcast, to be honest. Jeff's time is
Time is
never up.
never up.
Jeff versus Clockwork, the clockening.
Clock hard with a vengeance.
Clock hard with a vengeance.
Okay. Clockwork with a vengeance. Oh my god, so many potential episode titles this episode. So again, like a roundup, this is setting up Jeff as every slasher killer. He dies but comes back somehow, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, they never showed the dead body,
That
which
is
means
true.
you can't know for sure.
You never turn back on the fucking killer's body
Yeah.
because as soon as you go back to looking at him,
yeah,
he's not there anymore.
and he's just gone.
He's just fucking gone. Somewhere underneath.
She was saying that Jeff the Killer was dead to please her son, in the hopes that that would make him feel better, but it didn't.
But it didn't. He wanted Jeff.
Signing out because this has been an interesting episode riddled with problems of connection and all that.
Yeah, good luck with editing this,
Yes.
buddy.
Some fun.
Good luck, buddy. I just want to help.
We had some fun checking the 3 takes. 3 very different takes, but really not that different. Like we got some kind of
We found the sequel to Jeff the Killer versus Slenderman.
That's true. And Slendertor.
Slendertor.
Jesus Christ, the connection is gonna kill so many of the jokes. Anyways, yeah, oh my no.
That was just random gibberish.
That's what all these stories are, really.